Hey, welcome back. We have, I think, 2 pens here. This is just in from White Mountain Knives. If you're not familiar with the WMK or White Mountain Knives website, definitely worth checking out. Sorry, let me just make sure. Cool, nothing private there. Yeah, we got two models from Tucson. Now, I don't buy a lot of pens from that are made in China, but I saw these models from Tucson, and they really do meet the mark for some of my favorite styles. So this one's the 30 and this one's the 32. Super advanced and clever naming. And I thought this would be worth taking a look at because there's only a few models out there at this point where the clip is used as the bolt. And that is like my favorite style. So this first one does not have that, but I wanted to see just kind of how it was. Not bad, not bad at all. Just a nice, inexpensive, I think this thing was like $30 or something, this model. Really smooth on the action. I can't complain. It's a J bolt instead of an L bolt, which is my preference, so you have a little more room. So that's good. Now let's take a look at the main reason I got this, which is this other pen over here. This is that model 30. I can't remember what the name of it was on the website, honestly. I'd have to go look it up again, or maybe I'll link it in the comments. But yeah, this one really caught my eye and it was quite compelling. And again, I think this was only like $30 or $40. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, the action though is not sweet. Wow, I can't believe those are made by the same company. This one is super smooth. A little rattly on this one when it's not deployed. Not so much when it is. No rattle on this one. Super heavy spring. And not smooth on the action. So yeah, there have only been a few. Whoa, okay. I was just trying to move that back over and untwisted the body, but hey, there's the body. This is a Parker size, it appears, with a generic insert. Man, I think these things are only like a couple dollars, so I guess they're making them in China for probably a couple pennies. Let's twist that together and take a look at where that seam is there. It's pretty hard to notice because it's on one of these lines, so that's nice. But man, that action is not good. Super gritty and disappointing. Ooh, I was really hoping that this was going to be the modern, inexpensive alternative to the smooth precision pens. Now it still has all the benefits. Once it's deployed, you know, you get the benefit of that. That's funny, that's falling apart up there. Let me get that off before it makes a mess out of my desk here. Okay, and we'll maybe just give these a try, write a little bit with them. We'll get the boxes out of the way here. So we'll go. Now that refill's really messed up. There we go. Got some gunk on the front of it there. And once it gets going, it feels like any other Parker rollerball kind of refill, so it's not too bad. And then this one over here. Let's give it a try again. The action on this one's quite nice. This is a much thinner, maybe a 0.36, 0.37 inch on the body diameter. This one's got a little more tip wiggle. So a bit of noticeable tip wiggle on this one, nothing too crazy. And looks like this one has the same type of Parker size refill in it. So interesting. I thought this would be interesting. Now there are some really great models at fairly reasonable prices that you can get made in either the USA or in South Africa. So you got the Modern Fuel made in the USA here. Quite smooth, a little sharp up here on the pocket clip. I would like that to be probably modified a little bit in a perfect world. A little bit of tip wiggle on these too, but overall a pretty nice pen for the price. I think these things are around 75 or 100 bucks. Definitely a step up from this stuff. And then out of South Africa, you got the Arno Bernard Assegai. That is actually even smoother than the Smooth Precision pens for the titanium, probably. It's right in there. Of course, the Smooth Precision pens unfortunately discontinued. So many of us are looking for replacements for this. Let me move a few of these over here. Because this pen was just so great, this, clip-based design, J-bolt style, excellent, excellent. And this is quite good. I just would like a different style on the pocket clip personally. And then same here. The thing that I would like on this one would be for it to be like a full-size G2. Like, they just wasted a lot of space up here, it feels like, more than they needed to. If you compare 1-to-1, like there's almost like, I don't know, a couple millimeters there that they could move that pocket clip up and then put in a G2, hopefully, if you made this bolt a little shorter or whatever. But, that's version 1. If you go look back at the version 1 from Smooth Precision pens, there were a lot more flaws than there are in this Assegai. Now, they had the benefit of learning from everything from Kelvin's work, of course. Yeah, this is really disappointing though on this spring. I'm wondering if maybe a different spring or even like shortening this spring or something could help. It's just so strong. Let me see if I have a spring here I can actually use from one of these other pens that's a bit lighter. This will probably be the easiest one to pull a spring from. And don't want to do it this way, but unfortunately that can bend the spring a little bit when you do it that way, but it'll live. All right. Oh yeah, and that's just a very, very different, look at the difference between those two springs, just in terms of the thickness and stuff. Let me see if I can zoom in there for you. So here's the one that came with this pen, and then here's the Smooth Precision pens. Look how much thinner that is there. So let's give it a try. Go ahead and zoom out, get some of this junk out of here, and see if this works and or makes a difference. Because it could just not cycle. That is sometimes why they put stronger. So yeah, it's much lighter now. It's still just so gritty. I'm just shocked how gritty it is. There's like plenty of room in there. I don't know what. Oh, you know what it is? Is it the pocket clip running against the frame? That would be a big flaw. So now, I mean, it's really the grittiness is, it could be some of it is from the pocket clip hitting the frame. Like they might need to, God, that thing really comes undone very easily. They might need to, gosh, it's just so wiggly. So yeah, some of it's probably the pocket clip hits the frame, but it's just kind of a gritty, unfortunate situation there. Now I could pull this clip off. Overall, it's a cool looking clip. So I'll give them that there. I like the frag on the body. I mean, it's a cool looking pen, right? Just that action is just quite disappointing. And it reminds me of the USG Go, but doesn't stick out the top, which is kind of nice. Interesting they were able to do that without exposing. It's funny how these little engineering tweaks on this clip-based bolt, clip bolt, I don't know what you call these things, make a big difference. But man, this thing is so much smoother from the same exact company. You would think it was a totally different manufacturer. It's just profoundly different. Now if we open the top here, you can see this clip can actually be removed, it looks like. Oh no, there's going to be a little gap there. But if you wanted to, if you didn't care about the gap, you could remove that clip, which is kind of cool. You would have that gap there though, unfortunately. That's too bad. If they had engineered that slightly differently, that would have been cool. And what do we have up here? You can see the bolt in there. Huh, interesting design. I'll put the clip back on. The cool thing about this design is that that clip makes sure and kind of goes to the right place. The bad thing about that design is some people want to be able to move that clip around, which can help for many different things, lefty, righty, just orientation and preference. But this one feels really good. This other one just, I mean, it's a lot better now that I have the lighter spring in it. So you could get this, throw a slightly lighter spring in it and just live with the grittiness. But man, that thing is really unfortunately gritty. That's disappointing, but at the same time, it also is validating, I think, of what we love about the Smooth Precision Pens brand. And yeah, you know, as someone that owns a lot of them, I have to say I don't get super bad when something doesn't beat them. Although I do want over time for people to be able to get, you know, pens that can replace these. As a collector, it's always kind of fun having these continue to stay at the top of the mountain for me. So yeah, that's all for now. If you enjoyed the content, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'm always trying to find different pens that, you know, really do a great job carrying refills. At the end of the day, this is what these things are, refill carriers. Ugh, that's so bad with the factory spring. That's shocking that that can ship like that, honestly. Brutal. This one right here is worth buying for 30 bucks. Hell yeah. That thing, you know, it's made in China, but it'll do the job. And, you know, this would be a good one for something for me to like give my son, 5 years old. If he loses it, I'm not going to lose any sleep. That'd be that kind of a good pen for that, or for your backpack or whatever, or take to work. Someone steals it off your desk or you drop it in the car or whatever, not a big deal. Is the pocket clip any good? No, it's not great at getting in over the pocket, frankly. But you could probably bend it out a little bit and give it a little room and it would be fine. All right, that's all for now. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.